Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another review video, and here next up we have the Hasbro 6-inch G.I. Joe Classified Series Target Exclusive Subline Special Missions Cobra Island, the Cobra Trooper Army Builder that everybody wants. Everybody's been buying up, or they haven't been buying because the Target store simply won't let them because of the whole street date fiasco, and if it works, if it doesn't work, when it's supposed to be, if you can, if you can't, all that garbage which I've talked about in other videos. So we'll move on. This is the third one from that subline. The fourth one is the Baroness with Coil the Motorbike. Don't know when that one's going to even be showing up in stores. I have not seen a single sighting yet. Do stores have it right now? They very well could, and then keep it in the back until August 14th. Who really knows? This morning, super early, I guess it actually became available to pre-order again, and then was gone just like that. So it's one of those things. It's in Hong Kong now. It'll be in Target soon, hopefully by the 14th. I really hope to get my hands on it. Can't wait to get it. But anyway, looking at the Cobra Island box for Cobra Trooper, looks awesome. The artwork is just amazing. Look at that presentation. He is jam-packed with accessories. Lots of awesome things going on. So first up, we see he is number 12 in the line. We got that Cobra logo up at the top. Here are the different insignias for Cobra Trooper, and I still don't know what they mean, but oh well. The side artwork of Cobra Trooper just looks absolutely awesome. He looks extremely menacing. I really, really like the way it looks. But one fun thing is you can actually see here on his glove, they actually painted the Cobra logo red, but on the figure we know that he has not, because I have, of course, seen a couple of reviews on this guy already. I just could not wait. Here is a look at the back of the package, and I have Roadblock. Well, I have Beachhead, so it's actually basically the same image of Cobra Island, but here, this building, or this volcano, you can actually see. So this one's kind of extended out. We don't get that full volcano, so the packaging's kind of odd, but like the Roadblock, it's the same exact backing as Roadblock, so I'm not sure why Beachhead got a different one. I was at first thinking maybe you could put them together and get the whole island like the Baroness is going to have. So I don't know what the thought process was on the packaging. I guess, well, even still, I guess the Roadblock does show a little bit more than the Cobra Trooper, but they all kind of focus on a different portion of the island. So we kind of get that. But anyway, let's get those out of the way, and let's get back to Cobra Trooper, and let's open them up, check out all those awesome accessories, and check out the awesome figure. Okay, here's the Cobra Trooper figure out of the package, and god damn it, this is such a good figure. It really, really is. There's just so much good things about it. It is just awesome. Look at the weapon storage. Every accessory that he comes with is on the figure. So that is just absolutely amazing how you can get all of that all together. This might very well be a contender for figure of the year. In all honesty, I'm not even joking. Such a great figure. Wow. Let's get in close and look at all the awesome details going on with this guy. Okay, so here's an up-close look at the Cobra Trooper, and god, it is just such a good looking figure all the way around. I just can't get over how good this thing is for a $20 figure. It is just absolutely fantastic. So first thing, let's get it out of the way and get the accessories out of here so we can see. But again, there's weapon storage everywhere. So on the back, he has his weapons, and they actually port on in to the back of the vest. So depending on how you feel about the pegs on these weapons, you know, it's one thing. They look odd, definitely, but you know, it's nice that he can store them, so you know you may not lose them, and he's just easily accessible. So that is pretty cool. The sculpt of the weapon does look good. It's not a very realistic looking gun, but I do think it's sculpted nicely. There is zero paint. It is all just done in black plastic, but I think again it looks really, really good. So that is the first one. Now we get the second one here. Again, that one ports in there, and you can have them ported in at the same time. Looking at the sculpt of it, I think the sculpt looks very nice, but we still get that damn peg there. So depending on how you feel about that, it's one thing. So depending on your photos, maybe you can get certain angles where it's not going to be noticeable, but you know, it's there. So something to think about. Sculpt looks really, really nice. Let me make sure I get this one in here and get that the way this light shines on it so you can see that clearly. That looks good. Next up, on his back, he has a holster for one of the two pistols that he comes with. So here it is. Again, he comes with two of these, and they are the exact same. And the sculpt looks okay. Not a very realistic looking pistol, but it's there. And again, two of these, the other holsters right in front there, and you can see it is the exact same. Next up, in terms of accessories, he has this knife, and it sheaths right there on his chest. And this is sculpted nicely and looks good. It's just done in black plastic, however. But I do think that looks pretty good. Let me see if I can really get that focus on there. And again, really, really nice looking. Okay, the other accessories aren't as noticeable. So right here we have this band that can go over his arm. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm sure it's like a ranking thing. So if you're going to do army building, so it's one way to really change up the look. So the goggles and the helmet, you can kind of change that around, and then you can have like the different ranks and whatnot as well. And basically this just kind of fits over the arm, so it doesn't come on the figure. You have to put it on yourself, and then you just kind of have to work it. It's definitely a lot easier to put on then take off, which I can't really seem to do right now, but I have a red paint smudge there. There seems to be like a little diamond or triangle sculpted there with some paint on it. I don't know if mine just happens to have a paint smudge there on the back, or if everyone's has it though, so that was just kind of interesting. Man, I can't seem to take it off right now. I guess I'll take that off later to focus on it. But looking at the additional accessories that he comes with, it's going to be the helmet, which sits on there quite nicely. And when it's on there, it looks like it could actually be part of the head sculpt itself. It is done so nicely. Usually when you get things that go over the top of the heads, they have to enlarge it to fit over there, and then it looks out of scale with the body and just kind of weird. But on Cobra Trooper, it works out extremely well. So we'll just pop that off. You can see it's just done in a blue rubbery plastic type of material with a little bit of black paint going around, and then right in the front as well. And then he has these goggles which looks like snake eyes with the red paint on there. So that is just awesome. It just goes over and covers the eyes, so you can just pull those out very easily, as you can see there, and you have your Cobra Trooper unmasked head, and that just looks really, really nice. The way the eyebrows look, the way the eyes look, it's all cleanly done. Definitely looks very menacing. Oh, so good. Looking at the rest of the figure, look at all the sculpt in the vest. That just looks really nice. You see pouches, you see straps, all kinds of different things. Now there's no paint, sadly, other than the red Cobra, which is applied pretty nicely. But the no paint anywhere else. It would have been nice to get some things in some areas, maybe silver some for the buckles, or maybe the straps a different color. But even then, that just nitpicky. It just looks really, really nice. He has a lot of black padding throughout on like his arms and stuff. You get this black gauntlet forearm guard there. All just really nice. You see we have the Cobra logo on the hand that is not painted, but on the box art you can clearly see that it's painted. Just looks really good. Looking at these legs, I thought maybe these would be the legs from Beachhead, Duke, or even Snake Eyes, but I think these are actually all new legs as well. I'm sure they will get reused for another figure somewhere down the line, but as of right now, I believe they are all 100% new, because the knee pads are even different from Duke and Beachhead. So that's pretty interesting. The boots are not the same either, so we might have all new sculpt stuff that we'll see in future figures down the line, but that all looks really, really good. He's got the blue boots, and then it's kind of a gunmetal color. It's not really a black for some of these armor pieces, so that is just really, really nice. Man, I just can't get over how nice of a figure this is. Spent so much time talking about it. Look at it. Oh, it's so nice. Now let's zoom out and take a look at his articulation. Okay, so before we actually look at his articulation, I did get the ranking badge off of the arm, and that is done really nice. And you can actually see little slashes right in there, just kind of like a little bit of battle damage, so that is just really nice. And I don't know if that's a V or what that's supposed to mean exactly, but there it is. And you can remove it and put it on. You don't even have to pop the hands off, but you could if you wanted to. So, articulation time. Okay, articulation for the Cobra Trooper. So just like all the other G.I. Joe figures, the neck has its own ball peg, so you can get all kinds of circular motion and everything going in there if you want to do pivot and that kind of thing. And then the head itself is on a neck hinge on that neck, so we can look up that much. It's hard to really get that hinge because it feels like the neck The independent neck actually wants to move around quite a bit, so you can get him to look down that much, like so, and then you get, you know, full rotation and everything, and then the neck itself moves around, and mine moves kind of a lot, so that's a little... that kind of bugs me a little bit. Not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. You can get the shoulder to go up that high, so basically straight on out. Of course, you get the full rotation there. You have upper bicep swivel. You get a double jointed elbow, which gives you that much bend. As you can see there is a butterfly joint, so getting the arm to go back, you can get it to go back that much. Going forward isn't a whole lot, but you can get some crossbody action going on in there. It is limited, but there's some. The hands have a little bit of a hinge in there, and this one's kind of the roll of the dice motion on the left hand. The right hand has the standard hinge that we see with most hands, as you can see there, and they both have the full swivel, of course. Now, as far as the torso, so just like Wave 1's Roadblock, just like the other Cobra Island Beachhead, there is torso articulation that we cannot use. There's an ab crunch in there. We can't use it because this vest is not removable, so not something that you're just going to be able to pop off. You'd have to cut it to get it off. I don't recommend that because I think it looks great with, but if you're army building, you have a bunch of them, why not give it a shot? That's not something I would do. I only have one. I'm not planning on getting any more either, so it's just one of those things. So I'm sure somebody somewhere will cut the vest off and see how it looks, but because of that limited articulation, so you can pivot because he's got that waist rocker. You can pivot to the side a little bit going forward. You're going to get that much, which isn't very much at all going back. You get hardly anything, but you can get, of course, the swivel action going on in there. He has the drop down legs, so kicking forward, he can actually go really high without even dropping that leg down. If you drop it down, you can get it to go even higher, not much higher, but a little bit higher. The legs go out that far apart so he can easily do the splits. There is an upper thigh cut there. You get a double jointed knee, which works out quite well. As you can see, there is a boot swivel at the top of the boot there. And looking at the texture of it, the pants have one texture and then the boots have another texture. Very similar blues, but it looks like the boot might be a little bit darker blue actually. And then especially when you have kind of this gunmetal armor piece there, kind of blends in. So it is different though. Foot hinges all the way down really, really well. Goes up a little bit, but the armor pieces, it kind of gets in the way. Ankle pivot and peg holes at the bottom of the feet, but typical articulation with all the GI Joes. Very pleased with it. I have no complaints other than, the vest, but it really helps add to the overall aesthetic of the figure. Okay, so Cobra Island is coming along quite nicely. I really can't wait to get that Baroness figure to come in. So hopefully Targets will get those soon. Hopefully they'll be a little bit easier to get. Maybe people don't want to spend the $40 to get it. I doubt it. It's going to go quick, I'm sure. So I'm going to be on the lookout for it. I definitely hope to get it soon. But man, these G.I. Joe Classified Series figures are just doing some really, really great things. I am very impressed with these figures. Not so much the Roadblock because he's basically the same as Wave 1, but Beachhead and Cobra Trooper, wow. Outstanding figures. Really, really good. And I'm serious when I say Cobra Trooper could be a figure of the year contender. When you balance everything out, accessories, aesthetic, so much potential with it. I just think it's really good. For an army builder, that's something that you would never, ever think of, right? So great stuff. So sad that it's Target exclusive though. Okay, so I don't have a Cobra Commander figure yet, but in the meantime, here's the Cobra Trooper next to Destro. So these are the only bad guys we've gotten so far. Baroness will be the other, and then Cobra Commander in Wave 2. Oh, and the Red Ninja, of course. And Storm Shadow, which I will have tomorrow, Storm Shadow. So there we go so far. So great stuff. Okay, so final thoughts. Absolutely fantastic figure. If I was a true army builder, did photography, did things like that, I would definitely want more than one. but because I'm limited in spacing of what I can fit in my collection, and I just put these back in the box and use that sidekick display that I got from Walmart, I would definitely want more than one. But I am very happy with the one that I do have. So again, hopefully you guys can get out there and find some. Everyone's going to want to army build them. There's nothing wrong with buying multiples for yourself. There really isn't. People are getting mad at other people over it. It's an army builder. That's the purpose of this thing. The package even shows multiple Cobra Troopers back there. That's what this figure is for. So, I mean, do your best to go out there and get one. Hopefully the Target figures out this bot situation and they have some bot protection and people are able to order it online. So I really hope that everyone can get it. You guys let me know down in the comments below. Do you already have it? Are you pleased with it? How many have you gotten? I'm curious. You guys let me know all of that in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Hit the notification bell to get notified of all new videos. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.